Good day, YouTube friends, and here I'd like to share to you the mulberry fruits that we have here. This variety is wild and native mulberry. So this reddish color here, if you eat them, that would be sour. Absolutely. You've got to wait these fruits to turn like dark red, like this one. And this one has been eaten by the bird, and this dark color can be sweet. We'll try to taste this one, but we have to look and check this out first if there might be some larva of the butterfly. I think we don't have here. Tastes sweet already, but the red ones, these are all sour. But one thing that I will share to you here, down here I have this cut branches during the time that I let this fruit to bear fruit, so I have to prune all the old branches. So I just stick to the ground because I don't have much time to replant them. So I just put this one here, and then soil just like naturally cover the other end of the trunk, because that was still rainy days 2 months ago. And then to my surprise, this morning while I'm watering the banana plants, I never expect that I could have this lots of mulberry fruits. Look at that, dear YouTube friends. A lot of fruits in here, to all mulberry branch that I just cut and just stick to the soil. It encouraged me now to replant more of the branches, but I have to separate the time for that, and I have so much to do here. I do not know which one that I should start first. And at the end of the day, I realized and I found myself that I have done nothing because I'm thinking too much which one I should start until I finish the day doing nothing. But now, as you can see here, we have lots of fruits with this wild native mulberry variety, and I think in about week time these fruits are going to turn dark red and they're ready for harvest. And this mulberry fruits, YouTube friends, is really rich in nutrients and essential minerals that are really needed to your body. And of course we do this most of the time like some sort of smoothie. My wife is really diligent to do that. Now let's go to the next location of our mulberry here, that they're just scattered everywhere. I just planted them without any organizing last 2 years when we arrived here from our former rented place. Now let's go there. I have another mulberry plant here that I cut because it's part of cleaning this side here. And you can see that we have also fruits in here at the bottom or the base of the branches. You can see there, and most of them are still green. And more here, mulberry fruits there. And this is our Fuji apple. I'll do a vlog or an update to this. I already uploaded one video there. I have another two seedlings there. One is like 3 months old and the other is like a week old. So I will vlog all those together, including this like 7-year-old Fuji apple. You might be questioning me why it does not grow so big. because I was not able to pay attention to this. So right now I'll start taking good care to this Fuji apple. And more mulberries here. They just naturally bear fruits after I cut their old branches as part of the cleaning here, because here it's so messy and grassy in the past few months. And here, but I have something to show you after here. We have lots of mulberry fruits in here, as old as the first plant that I showed you lately. In a week time, these fruits are going to turn to dark red and they're ready for harvest. Look at that. But they just naturally bear flowers. But then after this harvest, I'm going to cut them, to prune them, and then curve them so that these eyes here that you can see will be encouraged to produce another set of branches with fruits in it. But you have to curve that one to encourage them to bear fruits like this one. But they just naturally come out. And at the far end you can see this bunch of mulberry fruits. Most of the fruits are still green color. It's against the light, because you know what, I have to cut my time to do vlogging here without using voiceover, because our neighbor just stopped turning on the music. And tell you what, they're turning the music from 5 a.m. in the morning, just imagine that one, until evening time. So I am surprised that they just turned off the music, and now it's my time to vlog without having this voiceover stuff, because that music will be turned on again in a few minutes. I do not know when, and it will end until like 8 o'clock in the evening. And from 8 o'clock in the evening till dawn, wee hours, they're drinking wine and making noises at the back side of that fence. So very annoying, but we don't have another place like this one. We're rearing pets like dog, and it's being sick right now. We have pet chicken, so it's really hard to find a place like this in the near city. But here you have to be patient and endure the behavior of the community here. And you know what, we are expats and they're locals here. They have more power, and the law in Thailand is in favor for their constituents, not for the expats. You have to remember that one. And here, this is the kind of surprise that I'm going to tell you. I curved this one last week. See that one? I tied the other end and curved that long branch. And when you curve that one, YouTube friends, then branches will be encouraged. These eyes here, yeah, and this will be encouraged to produce a new branch in it with fruits. So see that one, a lot of branches that came out and they're producing fruits, even though some of that are not really producing fruits, but most of the branches are producing fruits, because this area, you can see that one, it's still grassy, full of weeds, don't have fertilizers in it, so they don't have much nutrients. But despite of that, still the mulberry is able to manage to produce lots of fruits in here for us to consume, for us to eat. And I'll be doing like this for the rest of the old branches there. You can see that I still have a lot of work to do. That maybe it will take me 2 to 3 days to finish curving those branches, because you have to remove some of the bark in here, the first layer of bark to these eyes. you have to remove that one so that those eyes can easily pop out and produce new branches with fruits in it. So a lot of work to do, and I have to spend time for that. So that will be on the next vlog. But I'm just giving you some initial understanding here how to really produce a lot of fruits to your mulberry trees, especially the wild native mulberries. But to Himalayan mulberry, I don't have much access to that because there is another or different time frame for fruiting and for pruning of Himalayan mulberries, and still I'm on the process of learning to that. But for the wild native mulberry, this kind of variety, it's easier, but you have to do a lot of work. So I'll bring you to the last location, and we don't have much fruit there, I think, but I'll just give you something that I can also tell you there. So here, YouTube friends, this is our last location of mulberry trees. It's so messy, a lot of weeds and garbage. I have to clean this area first, and this can be beautiful after cleaning. And then the same thing I'm going to do, I'm going to curve this branch and then cut the other end and tie that one in the main trunk. And of course you have to remove the first layer of bark to these eyes so that these eyes can easily pop out with new branches and there will be fruits in it. Actually, I already harvested, YouTube friends, the fruits in here that we have from the last pruning I did to these mulberry trees, but the video wasn't uploaded yet, so I have to edit that one, and that will be on the next vlog or next vlog, because I have a lot of things to do besides this. Though I have lots of clips that needs to be edited, and I don't have much time since I have to look after the garden, and we also rented the other parcel of land outside the fence. And also I'm looking after our dog. He is really sick right now, suffering from kidney problem. We've been into the hospital for like 3 times already, and still I don't see any positive progress. But my wife and I are still hoping that there will be better days after this. We have so much struggle and pressure and stressful moments and depressing situations right now, but my wife and I are trying to stay afloat and trying to figure out things that there will be better days, as I mentioned to you lately. After this, I do not know when and how. Friends, you cannot rely them at all times because they have some personal shit to also struggle and also live their lives as well. And they have their own personal stuffs that you do not know how and when and how they figure it out as well. So you have to drive yourself so hard to come out from that corrugated situation of your life, and then try to envision yourself to really see a better things ahead. So thank you once again, dear YouTube friends, and I hope that you will continue to join us in our journey to organic gardening. And I'll be changing this YouTube channel's name to Backyard Organic Gardening. I'll be removing my name, Felmar, Organic Gardening with Felmar. I'll change that one to Backyard Organic Gardening. But anyway, thank you for watching once again, and I want to see you all in the next episode. See ya.